Hello, and welcome everyone to the Second Gauntlet video. It seems that I managed to reach the 250 subscriber milestone, so I feel it's about time to eject myself with some new challenges. This time, I brought myself some whole new challenges thought up from the top of my brain, as well as bringing back a couple previous challenges from the first Gauntlet. For feed number 1, we have Enter the Gungeon, Reaching the Lich, or Chamber 6. Before we start the video, I feel like I should explain the stipulations with each challenge, since I really didn't do that last time. With Enter the Gungeon, all I really am doing is I'm going to be playing as the Bullet. I'm going to do it solo, with no modifiers. I've also extended the time limit for completion to an hour instead of 30 minutes like last time, because some of these challenges are very much unlikely to complete in half an hour. Lastly, if you want some more in-depth commentary for each of the challenges, I recommend to check out the separate videos in the Gauntlet playlist, because it's just there in case you want to do it. Alright, without further ado, let's jump to the countdown. So this is Enter the Gungeon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons update, and I'm going to move real quick because I know for a fact that I'm in a bad position already. Yeesh. Hey, no need to find. Wait, I apologize if I'm in the right of your ear, because, or whatever. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so, here's the thing about Enter the Gungeon. Sometimes I've had it crash on me, but other times it's kind of fine. But, yeah, and Enter the Gungeon, if it does happen to crash on me for some reason during this run, then I'll pause it and skim over to the thing and all that. So yeah, if you don't know about Enter the Gungeon already, Enter the Gungeon is basically a roguelite that is very similar to Isaac, because it was kind of largely inspired by Binding of Isaac, and it's very much more of a bullet hell than Isaac really is, even at its most extreme points. So they give you a dodge roll in this game, which is something that they really want you to use during the game, because of all the things that you can do with it. Like, you could jump over gaps, you can obviously dodge bullets. It's basically very important to use the dodge roll in order to get everything. Now, if you compare things to Isaac as well, we also will be picking up some items and chests throughout each floor. And there are only 6 floors, but there are 2 treasure chests to be found in each one, plus random treasure chests that can be spawned. For example, here's a good one. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Don't worry about the speedrun trying to... Oh, okay, unicorn on, that's fine. So, yeah. In the chest you can find passive items, active items, much like in Binding of Isaac, but also you'll find guns themselves. They'll have ammo counts, like this unicorn one has 500 or 500. And some passive items can increase that amount, as well as do other things like that. It's very simple and very easy to grasp. And each character starts off with their own kind of benefits and all that. I choose the bullet mainly because touching an enemy won't deal damage to you, because, well, you technically am in it. Oh god, 2 of these guys, please! Let me get both, Did the guy already fall over? Oh, I think the other guy that ran away. God damn it. I could have gotten like 2 items, but I'm okay with getting just the key. Oh yeah. So yeah, you want to manage your keys as well as manage your casings, which is your currency in the game. You can get hundreds of them, and shops in this game can actually go for a lot of money in terms of things like that. What else? I suppose other characters have their benefits too, like the pilot starts off with cheaper shops, as well as some other things. I believe... Oh yeah, he also starts off with a lockpick, so you can have the chance to get some stuff going. There's the Commando, I believe his name is, which gives you more accuracy, as well as a piece of armor well, you start off with some armor. There's the Convict who starts off with a shotgun and a damage buff every time she takes damage, and there's also the Hunter that you also start off with, that starts off with a pet dog that can sniff out mimics and dig up items occasionally, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Look, a blunderbuss, but that's 35? Yeah, above 43. I'm gonna keep an eye on things. Something about this game that you can also do in comparison, or well, not in comparison to Binding of Isaac, is that there are teleporters all around the world. If you take a teleporter, by looking at the map and going over there, you can instantly teleport to these locations, fittingly enough. Plus, there are also a set amount of locations, or teleporters in each kind of floor, and there's also specific things in each of these floors that will be done. I've got enough money. Oh, Valor Morghulis! Or the Iron Coin, even. Valor Morghulis is still a thing. I actually am going to pass up on the things. I'm going to take the portal to the boss and fight it. So yeah, if you take a look at this first boss in comparison to any of the first bosses that you might have already seen in the Binding of Isaac footage, yeah, there's a lot more bullets here than Isaac would have probably given you at this point in time. This game wants you to learn about the dodge roll and blanks. I almost forgot about the blanks. If you press both sticks in at the same time, you can activate a blank, which can eliminate all bullets in a room. And I've already squandered the chance to get a thing. So, if you fight a boss without taking a single hit of damage, you will unlock a master round. A master round will give you an extra heart, and you can just have that for the rest of the run. They are quite helpful, and there's one achievement that's very difficult to get, which basically requires you to get all 5 master rounds in one run. By getting to all 5 of the main bosses. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and a sling. Okay, I can bring it around on my own. I'm gonna go to the thing here and pick up a key. Because I feel like that's fine. Thank you, the shop guy. I forget your name. I think it's Marcus, but I'm not too sure. So, yeah, there's something I want to do for this gauntlet, because I feel like it's a nice, different occasion when compared to the previous one. So, I'm gonna be listing off a random fact about the previous gauntlet and this gauntlet at the same time, with each different playlist video. So, for those of you that like this gauntlet video so much that you are intrigued by everything, then that's great. So, the very first fact that I'm going to mention is the music choice for the previous gauntlet. If you could be observant enough, some of the music choices I chose in that video were related to games in the video, like I chose Binding of Isaac, as well as Super Meat Boy and Spelunky and Banjo-Tooie, even if it wasn't really Banjo-Tooie. But also, the other songs that I chose in the video are actually games I've owned, or that I had owned on, or games that I do already own on Steam. That's a good bit to get out. So yeah, Human Resource Machine, They Bleed Pixels, Ben and Ed, Wasted, all that kind of stuff. Those are games that I own on Steam, and I chose those soundtracks to be in the video. It includes Aben Hawkins as well. I think I already said at one point that I planned to do an Aben Hawkins playthrough, but I only did get one episode into it, so I don't really know. I see Discord pinging on my iPad. I'm fairly certain that it's something that's important, but I don't know. Let's see what's the shop's got this time. I've got 54 coins. I'm not going for the resourceful rat, by the way. Snowballer, I don't think I need it. But the gas mask, what will the gas mask be? 30, yeah, I'll take it. It's fine, okay. I can get more bullets every now and then, it's good. This sling is really good, and something that, also, yes, predictably enough, comparing to Isaac again, synergies are a thing. Things can meld with each other. And in previous versions of this game, before Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, if you just got a synergy, it would just happen and you wouldn't be notified of it. But, no, actually I think in the previous versions it showed you that there was a synergy available. And then it'll be like a little up arrow, you can tell what synergizes with what, but you won't get the exacts and all things. But in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, they've added a ton more synergies, as well as adding a lot, like a name for each of the synergies. And you'll know when you get a synergy when an arrow pops up, and then you'll get a notification showing what exactly synergizes and its name. And there are some really good synergies out there. I can't name any off the top of my head right now because there's quite a lot. But there are some really good ones. Especially with some things too. I believe there's the Mega Hand, which is Mega Man's P-Buster, which can synergize with a lot of stuff to give basically different elemental weapons from the whole series of Mega Man. Pretty cool. Oh, really? Shadow Magician? Fine. If you insist, video game, what are you doing going all the way over there? This horn. Yoink! Okay. See, if you don't know about dodge rolling, or if you just don't know how to really utilize dodge rolling enough, this game will kick your ass really quickly. Hello, Ghost. Oh, Ghost. Jesus! Had to blank there. I think it was a safe bet to put the blank there. Jesus. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess also, continuing off on the point of the music thing, I'm fairly certain I know exactly what I'm doing with the music for this specific tourney. What do I say, turn? I've got other videos on my for this specific this gauntlet, I have ideas to probably just do it all Seaver Gun instead of just the one Seaver Gun at the end because I'm silly like that. But I have a feeling I know exactly what I'm going to do. Depending on how long each track is, I'm going to look for one rip from each of the games that I'm playing, which I'm fairly certain is doable, and I will be having them play for that gauntlet. Obviously, credit will be given, but, you know, it's going to be fun to do. And I would say more about the music, but that's tied into another fact that I'm saving for another video, so yeah. I'm recording these in order for once, it's strange. So yeah, next up is going to be a cool one. Oh god, I should be careful about where I am. Oh right, I have the iron coin, I forgot. How I could forget, I don't know. So yeah, also with the bullet, dodge rolling into enemies does damage to them, so I can just dodge roll into those guys, as well as the blobulins that you saw earlier that split up into 2s and 4s. I can dodge roll into them and get rid of them real quickly, and it's very efficient. Oh, see, look, on the map, because we picked up the one map, there is a hidden map in here. Do I have a blank? Yes, I do! Just one key. I'm sure I'm fine with that. And let's just double check. Boink. Okay. You're good. Ah, CQC, Void Shotgun. That's very good. Now, it might be weird to see me know so much about Enter the Gungeon when Isaac is usually the one where I know a lot about. But let's be fair. This game is very, very Isaac-like, and considering that I have 100%ed Binding of Isaac in the past, and still in the future, in the current, I believe, but there is definitely more of a challenge that I want to be looking for, which this game definitely gives, because this game is tough. Like, really tough. And if you're not careful with what you're doing, you will end up dead, like, really quickly. So yes, I don't know whether I'm going to hold on to this iron coin for as long as I can and wait for, like, the last floor, Chamber 6. Let's see, I got that. No, that's this game here, fill with the thing, alright. Boink, okay, no, it's a fine, but, wait, the other stuff's, okay, so, there wasn't much else. There's 2 other rooms, plus there's this chest here. So yeah, I think I'm good. Oh yeah, something about the bullet's sword here, it can destroy bullets as well. So, that's another reason why I chose the bullet. And it doesn't mean that it's made this game easier by chance. No, 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 no. Remember how in the beginning I was shooting off a sword beam? Well, that's only when you have full health, very similar to a certain other game. It's, you know, a certain other series. Which is what the bullet's actually kind of based off of. His past is actually really cool in this game. I kind of don't want to spoil it, but kind of do want to spoil it at the same time, but I'm just gonna leave it alone and wait for you guys to find out yourself. But, you know, if you figured out the correlation already, you can maybe figure out what the past is for our guy here. And think of gun-paste puns with certain things. You know, it's very simple, but also at the same time it's very efficient. Oh yeah, something else, like, I could say this right now since it's the very first video and I want to make sure that this is known from the start. I'm choosing to record all of these with the main method again instead of the Elgato, because not only is it easier for me, but I don't want corrupted footage at all. I can't trust the Elgato enough to be fine for everything. Anyway, here's the Beholster. These are level 2 bosses this time around. There are a pool of bosses that can be chosen from, and this is one of them. I believe each floor has about 3 bosses that can be chosen from, except for Chamber 5 and 6. Chamber 5 and 6, much like chapters 3, 4, and pretty much after that, in Binding of Isaac, have set bosses. In Chamber 5, you have the High Dragon. In Chamber 6, we have the Lich. And we're heading to the Lich in this run. And otherwise, in Chapter 1, you have the Gatling Gull, I had to think of his name, as well as the Bullet Brothers. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's Slim and Shades, and the guy that we fought, the King of Bullets. This guy's the Beholster. You can also fight the Amoconda and the kind of the Medusa, but Gorgon. There we go. I had to think about. Oh yes, Vorpal Bullets. So Vorpal Bullets have a chance of instantly being fired and shooting out and basically doing a critical hit to people. You know when it happens, there's a flash of light and it's pretty good. How are we doing on time? Let me get my torch out again. It's a dark room. Oh god, I keep forgetting about what corrupts. Oh, we've got 45 minutes. We're very early into this game, but I mean, that's the whole point of the gauntlet. If we beat it early, we beat it early. Then I can rearrange the videos all around. It's great. But, you know, it's a thing. Black Powder Mine, Chamber 3. I don't know who we're going to be fighting as a boss, but we're definitely not going down into the Resourceful Rat's Den, which, conveniently enough, even if this was a run for going for the Rat's Den, this room has the rats that we need to be looking for in Chamber 3. Which, all you have to do is find the rats in Chamber 3, and then once they are found, you need to look around by walking around, but for a hatch that you can open with a key. And then once you go down there, you need to go down a minecart thing, like this, right now. And then, once you get to the end of that, you need to use a blank, and then use another blank at the end of a hallway. It's a convoluted thing. And then also there's a bunch of other stuff after that, but again, I'm not going for the Resourceful Rat. That would take up too much time. Free keys. Yeah, definitely. Listen here, buddy. Okay, I can use this. Flash Ray. Savior of the Universe. This game's got a lot of good references in it. And I am aware of the final update that they're going to be doing. Yeah, I can't even remember what the thing is called, because I saw a thing. Farewell to Arms, there we go. I had to think about it, which I did think about it. So yeah, apparently the last DLC is going to be called Farewell to Arms. There's going to be some more stuff, and it's the last thing they're going to be working on. They did plan for a larger DLC, but they kind of wanted to work on other things other than Gungeon and want to end it off in style. So that's what I'm foreseeing, and I'm completely fine with that. I mean, Gungeon is fine, but there's not really much you can do to improve it in its current state, which is just fine right now. Scout bullets. Yes. Up close and personal. Where are bullets? It's proptosis. There you go. There are some items that can be referred to Isaac, or like, I can't even think of the word. Why am I so bad at words? Like, you can kind of see. There we go, there's a Vorpal Bullet, finally. But yeah, you can kind of see with the laser, even though probably not the case, but the bullets are raised wider at the base from where we are than at the other thing. Jesus. Okay, watch out for these guys. I forget, I mean, we do have access to a bestiary at all times. So I can't just be like, yo, I want to check out these guys' name. But, there's a thing going on, I don't want to check that out. Oh yeah, accuracy, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're wondering, like, hey, why am I using these guns when I can save them for the boss fight? Well, that is a thing that you could do, and that's a thing that I tend to do, but I only save weapons that are very helpful for the boss fights, so I don't necessarily use the Rainbow Unicorn Horn often in normal battle situations, unless it's a mini-boss room, or, you know, the boss room itself. So yeah, it's kind of things like that, it's great. I'm kind of excited to get to the rest of the stuff in this tourney as well. Why am I saying tourney? Joshua, it's not a tourney. Oh god, that was close. 3 keys. Yeah, we have enough keys, it's fine. Ooh! Oh, it's one of those things, okay. Okay, this is an alright kind of thing that was unlocked, but I guess I need to get used to it because you don't get, like, a dodge roll anymore, but you do get just a blink. And something, oh, it's this guy. We don't have any casings, really, to just waste on that guy. Can I? Yes, I can. Shortcuts. Helps. Now, if you're wondering about the timer in the corner, there is a speedrun mode, which allows a timer. I don't think it really does anything else other than activate the timer, which I'm fine with. Oh, God. So, yeah, this guy right here activates what is called a jammed enemy. Well, he summons jammed onto an enemy. And what a jammed enemy does is it basically just does double damage as well as have more health. So, kind of a champion, kind of not at the same time. But yes. Depending on how much curse you have, which, if, yeah, as you saw when I picked up the rainbow horn, I got some curse from that. Depending on how much curse you have, the higher chance of a cursed enemy, as well as a cursed boss, even. Because jammed bosses are a thing. I think I fought one of them, but I can't remember how I did. Okay, there's this area over here. So yeah, with this scarf, I can just tap A to really dodge roll into places, but if I press and hold the dodge roll button, I can move around freely to a certain area, like that. Okay, so there's that. Alright. So move on. I tend to like just dodge rolling around the world, like, whenever I can, but at this point it's just like, okay. Oh! Oh, hey! Alright, I forget. I need to use the right stick to actually aim myself with the thing. That was my bad at that point. That damage was dumb. How much Icebreaker, never let go. I'll never let go, Jack. Okay. You might as well. Actually, let's check the boss of the shop real quick. I think we already did buy a thing. It's also the regular shotgun, but I'm going to take one of these and run away. Icebreaker's really cool. It shoots 2 regular shotgun bullets and then shoots a block of ice that can freeze enemies. I'm going to... Oh, we don't have much in the unicorn on. I'm going to use the Icebreaker then. Oh, joy! Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Mind Flayer. Oh, nice bullet. So Mind Flayer is one of the bosses that we can fight in Chamber 3. I believe the other bosses we can fight are a tank boss, which I can't remember its name exactly, as well as a ghost boss, which again I can't remember the name of exactly. So yeah, these guys all have different things. Mind Flayer, I believe, is like one of the most annoying of the Chamber 3 bosses. In terms of Chamber 1 bosses that are most annoying, I suppose Gatling Gull's most annoying because he can stall a lot. And then for bosses in Chamber 2 that are most annoying, I'd have to say... Oh, that's actually really tough to think. Chamber 2, I kind of don't like the Anaconda. There we go. Death. Number 1. Keep going. So yeah. And a cool thing that Gungeon does is that whenever you die, it takes the point where you started the run and where you are at right now in terms of actual time and rewinds back to it. It's cool. But yeah, Chamber 3, the Mind Flayer is kind of annoying. Chamber 2, Anaconda's annoying. We'll probably see more bosses at this point. But we just gotta keep moving on like this. Like so. Buddy bing bombo. Alright, keep it a lead low. Chamber 1! I also, I kind of don't want to give away, like, or any kind of updates from, or just talk about any kind of current things from when this is being recorded, because I kind of don't want to date these in some way, but there are also some things I kind of want to mention. But, okay, I don't care what I'm saying right now. Listen, okay? The time this is recorded, the last episode of Wizard Money I recorded was episode 29. And I'm really excited to continue on from that episode, because episode 29 was a pretty good one. I won't say any more. Even if this goes up after episode 29, I won't say any more. Oh, but yeah, I should really say, thank you very much for the 250 subs, fellas, because that is pretty crazy. I did say in the past that I wanted this gauntlet to be done at 500 subs or even 50,000 views on a video, but I felt that would be way too in the future, and I had the ideas now, and I wanted to do them now, so I brought the down to 250, even though the 50k views was still kind of a goal that will probably be celebrated at some point. But hey, 250 subs, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy with that, even if it is small time compared to other things. There's no way I'm gonna beat PewDiePie, not at all, even if I get the money for it. I'm just fine with the position I'm at. I mean, if people want to share around my video, that's fine. If they want to, it's not. I might continue to make just the dumb music edits that I've been doing recently. Again, dating the video, but all that. I've just really liked making Life Will Never Change and cross-objectionation moderato. I know the video isn't called that, but that's what I called that in the file name. Just they were nice and fun. But yeah, let's keep moving on. Is there anything else I can really mention about Gungeon? So yeah, there are also alternate floors that I can technically go into at this point. Like, there's always a floor that spawns, or a room layout that spawns on the first chamber, which has a fireplace in it. And if you have a water-based weapon, or the robot's active item, I forgot that I didn't even mention the robot in the explanation thing of the characters earlier. If you have kind of water in any way, you can use that water to put out the fire in the fireplace, walk into the fireplace and press a button that will activate a secret room, which you will need 2 keys to access, which will take you to a sewer area, which will host an item called a crest, I believe? Or just like kind of it's some kind of crest that you will need to move on to Chapter 2, or Chamber 2 even. And in Chamber 2 there's always a room that spawns that has a shrine to a bunch of fallen bullets. We've already seen that, because I kind of walked through it a little bit earlier whilst I was explaining something. And if you keep the crest that you obtained from the chamber all the way up to that altar, and you put that chest or that crest on the altar, you will get another floor, which will take you to an abbey, or like I think it's some kind of church, but I believe abbey is the right term for it. And then that's also a secret floor as well. And then Chamber 3 has the Resourceful Rat sub-area, which I haven't been yet. Oh, here's Gatling Gun, by the way. And I don't think there's anything else in Chapter 4 or Chapter 5, so they're just on their own. Now, after beating Chapter 5 for the first time, most of the time what you'll do is you'll either go to the gun that can kill the past, which is what you're looking to find, and unless you've assembled the bullet in a previous run, which I have done, you will basically just shoot your character and then your past will remain unchanged. But if you have obtained the bullet that can kill the past, you can go into a character's past and change it by fighting a boss fight. Like, the pilot has a space kind of boss, have I still change the things. The convict has a Hotline Miami inspired boss against the Dawn. Space Marine, yeah, I suppose you can call it a Space Marine. Oh, see, look, there's a synergy. What have we got? What have we got? Tell us, please. It's a Zorgun. Don't push the red button. Particle Flow, okay. She's interested with that. Yes, and the Huntress, I think the Huntress just fights some kind of cyborg because of her past, but, you know, past or past is fairly interesting. There's still one past I haven't killed, but that's because I can't really do it easily on my own, which is the co-op partner's past. It's silly, but yeah. Once you've defeated every single pass with every character, excluding the optional characters, which are the bullet and, you know, the bullet and the robot, if you do all that, you will then, on the next playthrough, beating the High Dragon, you'll be taken to Chamber 6, which is called Bullet Hell, funnily enough. And at the end of the Bullet Hell is the Lich, which is our goal. But hey, it's all about getting there, which is a good thing. It could happen at some point, or maybe it could... Oh, Jesus. I'm bad at video games. So yeah, this red laser dot, very helpful. Can help lock onto enemies, because it will stay to an enemy. Like, if you can see right there, I can kind of move the cursor around a little bit, but it will still lock on to where the enemy was. And there's these spider things, which are somewhat annoying, but also manageable. Okay. One of these caskets, okay. Yeah, I mean, I understand that by choosing the hour structure is a good thing for some things, like Celeste later on, but yeah, at points like this is just going to be like, hey, I have nothing to say, unless there is things to say, but I don't know. I mean, I could just check what was on Discord that was being pinged earlier, but that'd be dumb, and it's probably stupid anyway. Maybe it was just someone talking in the GMIRP server. Shout out to that server, by the way. Oh, good. Alright. Mac Magicians. Let's see where we go. Oh, yeah, by the way, I believe I already did mention it earlier, but we picked up a... I didn't do the guy. We picked up a Master Round. Yes. Master Rounds are good, I've already explained why. But something else... Actually, no, I think they patched that out. There was a synergy that you could have with the Master Round, with the little bomber, which is a bomb shooting thing, which you get a King Bomber thing, which when blowing up an enemy with each projectile shot out, it'll drop a casing, so you can get money from that. But I believe they changed what items could activate that synergy after an update, so I'm just fine with that. When Advanced Dungeons & Dragons initially dropped on the Switch, there was one weapon that I was kind of cool to use and excited to use, but then when I did use it, it was oof. It's very good. Yeah, this is the bullet altar, by the way. You go up there with the crest, and then you place the crest on the altar that's at the very top, and then you can move down. Oh, another boss fight. Shadow Magician again. Jesus. Okay, Zorgon, go. Oh, look. It really does, like, target on. Yowza. Please go away. Yo. Nice. I like this. This is a good synergy. I like it. There's a lot of cool synergies and a lot of cool weapons in this game. Yowza. Okay, so that was quick. I've got to get... What? Excuse you. Get out. Okay. There's... Oh, no, there is a thing there. Thank you very much. And everything's full. Oh, cool. So there is a guy on the other side of this room, and you can occasionally encounter NPCs. This guy is a bullet thing. He can show us a little kind of secret thing. I'm wondering if at some point in this floor I can obtain either the Wings of Icarus or the jetpack, because if so, then I can cheese it, and the game will allow you to cheese it. But if not, then I can try it. I mean, I've got 97 casings, I could probably do the challenge. There's other things that this game can spawn to randomly. We did encounter a gun mantra in the previous run, I believe. And what that does is you can feed 2 guns to it and it will spit out a different gun. Simple Simon. With some ammo, just so Resourceful Rat doesn't take any ammo from self. He does that, it's crazy and funny. Except not funny. But, yeah. Did I already say... I don't think I already said it, but the other thing that this game can spawn instead of NPCs is or other rooms is shrines. Some shrines can happen. Oh, that's definite. Good thing I held onto it. Staff of Firepower, missing link. Oh, I forget what Staff of Firepower even does. I think it's just a magic weapon. Let's see what's inside this chest over here. Oh, caffeine pill. Oh, muscle relaxant even. Loosen up. So I believe that just causes enemy bullets to slow down, which I'm fine with. Yes, some shrines are very helpful, some other shrines aren't. And there are also some other things that can spawn too. New to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons is a Synergy Lady, Synergy NPC, which can If you pay her a certain amount of money, she'll give you an item that will synergize well with one of the items that you already have currently. So, okay, so here you go. It's not that I don't have a... Well, what am I trying to say? It's not that I don't have a laser sight already, that we get a laser sight in this minigame. It's that this game will give you a laser sight no matter what to fight with it. And depending on how well you do, you get a chest, which I did pretty poorly in that one, so I just get the thing. Oh, cool, thank you very much. And a flare gun. I'm okay with the flare gun. Flare gun's nice. But yeah, also some things you can do is you can drop weapons. Oh, here is the gore gun. Yeah, you can drop weapons and items using the D-pad, and it's very helpful. But hey, let's do the staff of firepower. Doink, doink, doink. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what it did. It shoots bullets, and then with a reload, it shoots a laser, a magical laser. Yoy. I guess when yeah, Amacon is what I said was an annoying boss instead of Golgun. Golgun's fine. You can stay up here, like up above her most of the time. Otherwise, you can do other things like this shot right here. Then there's also that attack you have to keep wary of. If that gaze hits you, you'll become stoned, not in a good way, and you will not be able to fire any weapons at that current point in time. Oh, a sponge, okay. So any liquids that are on the floor, I can just absorb, and I'm just fine by that. Alright, let's keep moving on. Actually, yeah, I can hold on to the flare gun out in front. Bada bing! Did I check if the shop had anything? I don't think it did. If it did, that'd be stupid. Be funny though. Funny money. Reloading. Reloading. Eventually. Yeah, I figured that was going to be what it is. Alright. Reloading. Get it? Thank goodness that there is an option to watch these videos without a commentary all at the same time, right? Because who would want to listen to some funny things like this? Nice. I actually kind of like this flare gun. There's a lot of common grade weapons that are very useful. Some of them are actually really creative. I really like the lowercase r, because it fires out the word bullet, and it says bullet every time you fire it. And then also its synergies, which can make it say different other words and shoot more shots as a result. I think it can say werewolf with the silver bullets and other things like that. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. But yeah, other things too. I don't think there's anything really else. Let's talk about the robot, shall we? So yeah, the robot. You unlock the robot by taking. So basically, in each of the floors, there is a room from the elevator when you start off with that you can enter after the elevator disappears, which will give you. Well, inside of that room is a shortcut person. He will make you a shortcut to a certain area. You can go in at any time. And basically, what that means is, like, okay, in the shortcut areas, you can do the shortcut quests, like giving him a bunch of keys and money, give him some certain items and all that stuff. Once you beat Chapter 2's, or play Chapter 2's shortcut, in that room that you find, it will instead spawn a broken television, which you need to hold as an active item and take it all the way down to Chamber 5 in order to get to the blacksmith, who replaces the shopkeeper in the 5th floor. The thing about the broken television is it's so heavy that you can't dodge roll with it and it'll be left behind. But when you use the item, because it's an active item, it'll throw the television in the direction of your aim. So if you manage stuff around like that, you can easily get... Well, I say easily, but it's kind of tough to get the television away. And you can't leave a television in a room because the resourceful rat will steal it. Resourceful rat is an asshole. Oh god, don't do this to me. Thank you very much. Oh, nice. I don't know if it's beneficial though, but I like this weapon. Oh, dude, flak bullets, yes! I love it. I love this already. This might be cool. Flak, unlike everyone lens too, it's actually very important here. Once it shoots a shot, it will split off into smaller bullets. You can then just stand still. and just do some of that. It's cool. I like the super hot watch. It's the thing that you unlock for doing a certain amount of thing. Oh, we shot the other guy? How? Wow. Okay. Just reloading. Okay. We just take this, oh, Jesus. That dot size broken. Okay, there we go. That better fix. There we go. Ow, and that was a mistake shot. Okay, there's nothing else here. We can just keep moving on. But yeah, super hot watch. Pretty cool. There are some really, really cool items. Some of them I haven't even unlocked yet. There's still some things I need to do. Like I mentioned in the beginning, there are modifiers that you can add to this game. One of the modifiers I really like using and I'm really like is a random gun modifier, which you only start with your pistol, and you can still find guns in the run, but after a certain amount of shots, or if a clip gets unloaded at some point, your gun will change into a different gun, like every time consecutively. You won't run out of bullets, so you'll basically be using one gun throughout the whole run, and it's... Why are you taking so long to load? Fine, 126, I won't need that then. Oh, this guy. You put forth with name, not but the club. Okay, you want me to use the club? Fine. I'll beat the room with your club. Simple. Super hot. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was a good idea. Somehow that worked. But yeah, if you know about shooting games, you can understand what the club is supposed to be. It's a reference to GoldenEye, the best weapon in the game, clearly. And there we go. But yeah, I think there actually is a synergy with the club. Yeah, that makes it a lot better. But hey, victor goes to spoils, we get our money back, and the bloody eye. Nice, lower enemy bullets. I think that's even slower with the muscle relaxer. Oh, well, it's one of these guys. Okay. Oh Jesus. So that's the real guy. Hey, don't shoot the stuff. Okay, I probably should have stood still to do that. Okay. Do. Listen here, buddy. There we go. Okay. I wonder if the fire starts, like, and keeps the effect going if I'm frozen. Okay, most likely not. But time does still move slowly when you're standing still, which is cool now. Nice. But yeah, you can also interact with things in the environment, like these switches in the mines, where you can drop rocks on everyone. And there's also fire pits and barrels and stuff you can move around at your discretion. They can do good things and bad things at the same time. It's very nice. But Chamber 6 is very annoying. I've beaten the Lich once before, and only once. So I have the evil vanished, but it's just a case of getting there again and beating him again. Because that guy is a toughie. Even with blanks. Something that I've kept in my mind is that I keep forgetting that blanks exist. Because blanks can be very helpful. Did we already find a treasure chest? Yes, we did. It was the super hot watch. Elephant gun! Shoots elephants. Cool. Oh, the map is broken. I had a feeling the map was... unless I was mistaken, the map was broken in that instant right there. But yeah, with the flacker, it shoots off so many bullets at one of these things. And it's very helpful for other kinds of weapons. Like, I believe there is... No, yes, one of my favorite weapons in this game, Casey, which is a baseball bat. If you have the flacker bullets, it will not only fire out normally like a baseball bat, but it will shoot free bullets as well that do the exact same amount of damage as Casey itself. And it's beautiful. Okay, there's the boss. Is there anything that we haven't discovered? No, we're fine. No, is there anything that this guy is selling that we might want in our life? No. This guy here... Oh yeah, the Amazon 5 size is 126. We don't have the money for that. What are you gonna give me this time, Chamber 3? Hey, it's the boss. That is the ghost. Cannonball Rog, that's what it was. Cannonball Rog is kind of alright. I mean, look at him here. Oh, Jesus. Especially as the bullet, which can just dodge roll into enemies without any real problems. Just fine. Jesus. Alright, I've got this. Bada bing. And the flacker bullets. Yes. Yes, friend. Oh, and it drills into the guy. Nice. You chose the drill for that instant. Oh, jeez. Fine. Blank. I didn't need to use the blank. Okay. This shit here. Something I found is... Okay, maybe it won't work with my setup, but usually I hide in the corner and dodge roll when one of the bullets gets to me, and it usually works quite well. But considering I have the super hot watch, things slowed down, and it wouldn't be the best for me in an instant. Oh yeah, by the way, explosions, if you have any weapons that do explosions, like a rocket launcher or one of these Zorgun shots, it will destroy bullets, much like the sword does. Oh! I pushed the guy across! Captain Balrog, please! Back off. There we go. I need to keep moving still. I've got to watch. I mean, there's the things, these holographic coins, they're important if you're setting up a new game, but they're not really important for someone like me who has bought everything with the hegemony. Well, hegemony, I forget what it's actually called, or what it's pronounced as. But, basically, hegemony credits can be used to buy stuff from the main hub. What you say, there's a bunch of NPCs that you save the first time through. You can go through chambers and suddenly there'll be a caged NPC. You can save this NPC and they'll be added to the main hub. And some NPCs, like that guy in the back of the truck that we bought the flak bullets from, will sell items to you that will appear in the Gungeon in future runs. Okay, for example, from earlier, you can enter in here for one of the shortcut rooms. A guy will be there for a shortcut, and then you shortcut him, deal stuff, and all that stuff, and eventually you'll be able to get shortcuts with that. In the second chamber, there's a broken television in there, and even after you've beaten or gotten the robot unlocked, the broken television will still be there, so you can pick it up as much as you want if you really want to challenge yourself to take the broken television down to Satan if you really desire. Even though Satan isn't here. Chamber 6 is bullet hell though, so I suppose that is the case. Take the wrong one. For some reason I thought the Staff of Firepower is the weapon I was going for, but I suppose not. Okay, let's kick that bomb over there and do a thing. It's cool, I suppose. Okay, another thing with the bullet here is that those ice blocks and another kind of block that will be showing up in the next chamber are kind of pushovers, because I can just dodge roll into them and deal damage to them. But they destroy themselves anyway, so you don't really need to worry about it. Oink! I have no keys. I didn't even realize I had no keys. Alright. Listen up, buddy. I've got the Void Marshal. I'll use that for a little bit, because I think the Void Marshal is a decent weapon. Okay, these guys. With the bullet, I can dodge roll into them, kill them pretty simply. I can waste like no ammo here, and it's great. I apologize for it being really dark, because that's how it happens to be for this instant. And there we go. Alright. We just move on. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, guy! These guys over here will drop a random item. We dropped ammo this time, which is good for me. I can get more Zorgun ammo. Let's just get that right now, before we forget. Thank you very much. So yeah, you can cycle through the weapons that you have currently by either left or right on the D-pad, or good old-fashioned top button, because, you know, X's and Y buttons are different depending on each kind of gate or console that you're on. It would be Y button on Xbox, but I believe X button for this version, for the Switch version at least. So I'm going to say top button and be simple like that. Even triangle will work, but hey. Also, there's a way you can tell what kinds of rooms you'll be encountering in a run by looking at the doorways. Like, I'll explain it in a few moments because I'll be heading to that area in a sec. But occasionally, on the sides of these doorways, you can see lanterns. A green lantern will note a shrine. So if I use a blank here, I can potentially get a chest. Oh, right. Frozen time. I forget about that. Oh, t-shirt gun. I mean, that's fine. But yeah. That's one shrine, but there are many other shrines. There's, I believe, some really cool shrines. There's Sir Junken's shrine, which if you don't have any keys to open up a chest, and you open up a chest by forcibly shooting it and destroying it, sometimes you'll drop junk, which will mostly do nothing, but other things can synergize with the junk. And the Junken shrine, you can offer the junk up to that shrine, and I believe you'll be healed each time, every kind of junk you can get. You can get multiple junk in a run, which is very important for Sir Junken himself, which you can get as an item, which will appear as junk normally, but then the description will change and you'll have a follower body that is the junk itself. And with the more junk that you get, the more powered up you'll become, and at a certain point he'll actually be able to save you from death, which is very nice of him. What you got? Oh, Pox Cannon! Oh, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I have the sponge, I can talk to him. All proceeds. Oh, right. I'm dumb. I've got the stupid super watch. No wonder things were loading so slowly. Actually, I'll save it. I kind of want to get the Napalm Strike to have some kind of spacebar item, but I also kind of want that Andromeda Stray, which will give weaker enemies, or give health, or lesser health to enemies. It's kind of there's kind of some strategy involved with this game if you know what you're really doing, but even I don't know what I'm doing fully sometimes. Like, I can dodge roll into bullets very often, but it's all a matter of just being good. It's LOL, the Dark Souls of Binding of Isaac. LOL, 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 I hate it already. LOL, lol, that joke is so old. LOL, 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 I hate it. That stuff was dumb anyway, just the Dark Souls of whatever. I can't wait. I guarantee you, if people are still doing it, I guarantee you, people are going to call Battletoads the Dark Souls of platformers again. And that's just going to be the most ironic thing. Because if it turns out to be just a remake of the original Battletoads, then, wow, they didn't do their research. Because Battletoads existed way before Dark Souls, and there's no way that Dark Souls would be any way similar to the Battletoads. I don't have any words right now because apparently I can't speak. These guys here, the Grim Reapers, they can't be killed unless all enemies in a room are killed. But if you get cursed up to 10 times, items can do different amounts of curse levels. Like, some can bring them up by 1, some can bring them up by a half, I believe. Others can bring them up by up to 3. If your curse level goes up to 10 or more, then a permanent one of these guys, one of these Grim Reapers, will follow you around the floors until you get pure... Actually, no, I think there's no way to get rid of them. Like, unless you have some way of doing things that I can't remember off the top of my head, there's no way to get rid of that specific Grim Reaper guy. And he's not fun to deal with. So, if you can get cursed if you want to have more of a challenge, but you just need to be careful with what you're dealing with when you get to that point of curse. Okay, here. So, yeah, also over here, we have a special kind of encounter, which I'll save for later. These guys will heal you one time, fully. And that's very helpful. And I don't think you need to save them in order for them to start showing up. But some people you do need to save in order for them to start appearing in the Gungeon. One of them being the king and the squire that we talked about earlier when I was talking about the club and all that. They need to be saved, and then they can start offering challenges in Gungeon itself. Gungeon proper, actually. Well, yeah, it's just the Gungeon itself. And they can just do a bunch of stuff like that. It's great. Is there anything else I can really mention? I can talk about bosses again in a few moments, because I'm hoping that I'm not getting a certain kind of boss in Chamber 4, because there's one boss in Chamber 4 that really grabs my gherkin. That really perturbs my penis. It's just... it's really annoying and very tough. Like, especially when I was trying to get the super hot watch itself. One boss I always had trouble with not getting getting no hits taken on it. It depends on what side of the room the boss room is going to be. I don't think we've encountered the boss room yet, but you know, if I can tell what it would be if we enter from the side. Unless it does turn out to be one of the other bosses, but if it's from the side and there's a bunch of space on its other side to enter the door from, then we're pretty much done. Or maybe screwed a little bit. It's silly. Oh, yikes. These skeleton boys, they will... Oh, I have no bullets left in that thing. Why have I got hiccups? No! Stop it, Josh. No. Do I hold my breath and stop commentary? Okay. There's no chance for the guy. Okay. Let me tell you about the Warmonger. I believe it's called the Warmonger. I don't care what it's really called because I hate it that much. He's kind of, I suppose I can consider him the bloat of Enter the Gungeon in my eyes, because Warmonger, unless you have good stuff, it's just really annoying with all the stuff he does. He's got a bunch of attacks. I mean, I can't really tell off the top of my head, like, exactly what he does. But I suppose if you guys are interested in picking up Enter the Gungeon, then I'm not stopping you from doing so. And it's just like, hey, go pick it up and play the game. Because it is a fun game. It's a lot tougher than Isaac. If you really are a fan of Isaac like I was, you're going to find that this game will probably kick you hard. Just very hard. Okay, yeah, so this is the rarer chest in terms... Oh, the Vorpal gun itself. So, remember the Vorpal bullets? Well, this is the Vorpal bullets in a single gun. 161. We can get Andromeda Strain. Yes, okay. I'm fine with this. And we don't have money for anything. I'm going to save that chest for a situation in case I was able to, you know, do things. But hey, let's see what boss we get. Okay, these guys. Alright. There's the kill pillars. Ow. Ow. My eyes. I forgot about the purple gun. Somehow. These guys are fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, why was it delayed? Why are they delayed? Why are these things delayed? I don't! Oh, why wasn't I doing the thing? Yikes. 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 Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So... I think the other boss that can spawn in Chamber 4... What was the other boss? Because we have these kill pillars, we have the Warmonger. Why can't I think of it? I've definitely fought him on occasion, but I can't think of what exactly that other boss is. I have a feeling it's like a really simple kind of boss I'm forgetting about. I can check the Ammonomicon, which is the encyclopedia in-game for things, but I feel like that's not a good time to do this. Oh yeah, this part. Whoop. This is a good idea to use the Vorpal bullets, I suppose, even if my eyes hurt and bleed. There we go. He's dead. I don't care about the health I took. I'm fine. Hey, an RPG. And it syncs with, it synergizes with something that we have. Anti-aircraft. Oh joy. Oh joy, I like it already. So, we didn't get any coins, or any keys from that, so I'm going to take my time and blow up those chests to get things, hopefully. So let's talk to this lady to get some health, which is fine by me. I just slam a bottle of fairy over my head. It's very convenient that I'm a bullet for this. If you're wondering... Okay, no, it's entirely possible that you weren't wondering, because if you haven't seen this game before, you would just be like, hey, what are you doing with this bunny character? There isn't a bunny, there's a bullet, and there's a robot, but there's not a bunny. How are you a bunny? Well, when you beat a character's past, you unlock a second costume for them. And the second costume for the bullet is this rabbit, because it's an allusion to his past and what he's based off of. And I kind of don't want to spoil that, but, you know, it's a thing you can look up if you really want to. How good are we doing in time-wise? Like, real quick? Oh, shit. We've got 2 minutes. Can we beat Chapter 5 and the boss in time? I don't think so. We might as well keep trying. I guess it's the loading screens at the same time, but I don't mind. I mean, Cuphead's going to be releasing soon, another date, but I saw that Game Explained did their comparison of loading screen to loading times with Cuphead. I don't really mind, because I'm fine with Cuphead being what it is, even if the load times are pretty bad. Bad in comparison to the Xbox One S, which is kind of unfair in terms of, like, hey, massive... It's like comparing a nice decked-out PC to an i7 laptop. Like, okay, if one of them's going to be able to run a thing, and it's just fine working out way, what does it matter about loading times unless they're really intrusive? And I don't think Cuphead's loading times would be intrusive in that kind of matter. So I'm fine where I am. Let's check out this! Yo! Okay, anti-aircraft. Boom. It's cool. We've got the Void Marshal. We can use that for as little as we do. So that we know. Because we're running out of time already. Oh god, one of these rooms, really? Sometimes they're platforming-ish rooms. I guess it helped that we had the Super Hot Watch on. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, no, I did that badly. Let's keep moving on because we have no idea how much on we're going to be moving. So when I hear my watch veep veep or voop voop, it means that it's over. Which is going to be a few seconds from now. But oh well. We got as far as we could. If it's entirely possible that if I didn't die... Okay. I was thinking that because of these conveyor belts, I wouldn't need to, like, pause or whatever. I know time's up now. The video's over. I'm pausing here just so I can clean it off with the actual video. And now we might as well move on for a little bit, but I don't know. It's entirely possible I'm going to die soon anyway, so let's just hang around for a little bit and talk more. Because I feel like it's fun. So, there is these guys over here. These are kind of new enemies to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. They will have a shadow form of their entity, and they will be like, hey, we're the real one. If you kill me, you can kill everything else. And, well, yeah. Jeez. If I could just die right now, that'd be swell, but I'm gonna play nicely. These magician guys, the red ones are kind of annoying if you don't have good enough bullets to deal with, or what have you. Let's just... Actually, no, it's not blow up. Let's be dumb. Alright. I know it's heresy to keep going on, but, you know, I'm caring about the actual challenge. It's entirely possible I'm not going to make it to the Chamber 6 anyway in this run, because I don't know how much I've really got left to do. But hey, videos are video, and I kind of want to keep moving on anyway, just to see how well this run actually does do. See, look, here is the blacksmith herself. This is what you need to bring to. Hyperlight Blast would be nice to have, but yikes, it's a lot of money. I don't have that money, I feel. We didn't even get enough anything. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh yeah, if you press the use button on the lock without any keys, it'll laugh at you, and then when you walk away, it'll spit on you, or spit at you. It's kind of personality. There's a lot of personality in this game because of all the kind of things it does. These dice are very clearly D20s, and there's a Dungeons & Dragons influence as well. I think the Mind Flayers are a Dragon's enemy. The Beholder, or Beholster, is Beholder knockoff or parody. A bunch of stuff like that. I think there are some passive items as well that are very akin to Dungeons & Dragons, or Dungeons & Dragons even. But yeah, it's a really fun game. Ow. How dare I? Oh, look, it's the guy. Okay, I'm gonna die very shortly. I know it. There we go. Alright, that's it for this Gauntlet challenge. I knew I was gonna make it, but I figured we'd just talk for a little bit more afterwards. So that's all the stuff I got. It's fun. In the next Gauntlet video, you will be seeing Super Mario Odyssey one-handed. Yeah. That's going to be fun to record, especially considering things, but I don't know. I'll figure it out in detail. See you guys in the following Gauntlet video. Bye-bye.